Somewhere in the depths of the sea, a grain of sand invaded the shell of an oyster. And the result was this. I don't know what it is that makes a pearl so fascinating. But all through history, men have robbed, cheated, and even killed for them. The cultured ones come pretty close, but nothing ever quite matches the real thing. Oh, excuse me.
Telegram, sir.
Thank you.
Sign here, please.
I thank you.
Say, you're not the Simon Templar.
A pearl and a telegram. The beginning and the end of a love story. It all began right here 3 years ago when Brad Ryan brought Harry Tiltman to this apartment for the first time. Yes, Brad, it's good.
Didn't I tell you? How much do you think it's worth?
At a rough guess, I'd say $1,000, maybe more.
Suppose we had 50 of them, all perfectly matched. Brad here gets carried away a little at times.
50 of them perfectly matched would be a miracle.
Simon, it's true. Take a look here. Here's Lower California. This is La Paz, right at the foot, but actually in Mexico. Santo Domingo, the place we're going, is so small it's not even on the map, but it lies halfway between La Paz and Point Conception.
I don't know, Brad. It's a pretty big gamble.
Yeah, but the payoff could be terrific. You tell him, Harry.
It's true, Mr. Templar. The pearl fisheries of Santo Domingo were world famous before the war. And then in 1939, an undersea earthquake completely destroyed the oyster beds.
And it's taken 25 years for the oysters to get back into production.
How much money do you have?
$8,000.
How much more do you need?
$3,000.
We could actually manage on another 2,500.
We have to buy airline tickets from New York to Los Angeles, then from LA to La Paz. We do the rest of the trip overland by jeep. Then there's the diving equipment. The most expensive item is the boat.
If I loan you the money, when will you leave?
The beginning of next week. Oh, Simon, I'll pay you back. You know that.
Oh, sure. What does Joss think of the idea?
Well, she wants what I want. I'm hoping she'll come with us.
She doesn't want to go?
I wouldn't advise it. It's a very rough country for a woman.
I'll convince her. Or maybe you can. Why don't you come over to her place for drinks with us tonight? Make like the Mexican Tourist Bureau.
No, Brad, darling. You're so impractical.
I love you and I want you with me. Is that impractical?
The whole idea is just crazy. Yeah, you've got everything. Good family, social connections.
Be a good little boy and settle down. Is that it?
Why not?
Because I can't, Joss. There's got to be more to life than some 9-to-5 job. Oh, Joss, please come with me.
Darling, come here a minute. I'm a big city girl. For me, it's either London or New York. Can you honestly see me sitting for 2 months in a smelly little boat in the Gulf of California? I'd go crazy.
And anyway, Mike Harris is casting his new show next week, right?
That's right.
Joss, after we're married, will you go on acting?
Well, that depends
On what?
on the sort of parts I get offered. Answer the door, darling.
Brad?
Simon, come in.
Simon, how are you?
Joss, nice to see you.
Is that pearl really worth $1,000?
Well, that's a rough estimate. Brad, I've thought it over. $3,000 and good luck.
Well,
Simon, I just don't know what to say.
You might try offering me a drink.
Coming right up.
$3,000 is pretty generous.
Brad's a good friend.
known him a long time, haven't you? So maybe you can explain why he's doing this.
What is there to explain?
Brad's taking $11,000, all of it belonging to other people, and investing in a scheme that's got just about 1 chance in 10 of paying off. Why?
Well, he wants excitement, some legitimate buccaneering. Well, he's not interested in Harvard, and he's not ready yet for Wall Street. Before he settles down, he wants one really thrilling adventure.
And you're underwriting an adventure.
Well, let's say I'm subsidizing a dream.
I just don't understand it.
You might if you went along with him.
Drag myself down to Mexico in the hottest 2 months of the summer? No thanks.
Well, you might pick up a nice tan.
They're doing the last 200 miles overland by jeep. I've invested $500 in this little dance macabre, and that's just about as far as I'm prepared to go. Besides, a girl has to think of herself occasionally.
Or even all the time.
When will the diving equipment be ready?
Tomorrow, I think.
How about the boat?
Well, I think we can go down and see him tonight.
Well, that means with any luck, we'll be able to start diving tomorrow.
Brad, will you do me a favor? Just don't be too eager.
What do you mean?
Look, this is Mexico. It's not New York. The whole pace of life is different, and so are the people. They take things easy, and they're suspicious of anyone who doesn't.
Meaning us.
A couple of guys blow into town in a jeep, start roaring around. It's bound to raise questions.
Does that matter? We have nothing to hide. We're not doing anything illegal, are we?
No, of course not. But our story's got to be that we came down to Santo Domingo for game fishing and for nothing else. Just to make sure that everybody believes it, we're not going near those oyster beds for a week.
Welcome to Hotel Perla, senores. Maximilian apartment. In there is private bathroom. Is very agreeable, no?
Yes, it's very agreeable.
I thought you said this room was air-conditioned.
Si, senor.
Well, go and get us a bottle of wine, anyway.
Si, senor, at once.
This isn't just a dump. It's a fire trap.
No, it's not that bad, Harry.
Air conditioning.
Well, cheer up. Just think of all that money you're gonna make. 2 months' time, we'll be living on Park Avenue. Say, I wonder what time it is in New York. I want to call Josh. Hello? Hello. I want to make a person-to-person call to New York. Miss Jocelyn Hendry. Plaza 11098.
I'll let it ring.
I can't. There are other producers, Mike. Who knows? Might be one of them. Hello, Miss Henry speaking. Who? Santo Domingo.
Who?
Hello, Brad. I'm fine. Sweet of you to call.
We just checked into the hotel and I wanted to hear your voice. I have 2 questions for you. Do you love me? And do you miss me?
Of course I do, you know. That goes without saying. I'm very enthusiastic. It's just surprising to hear from you. So soon, I mean.
Well, you know me, I'm the eager kind. Joss, I want you to write to me. Care of the Perla Hotel, Santo Domingo, Mexico. Okay, Joss. I love you. Bye-bye. What a great gal.
Yeah.
I sure wish she'd have come with us.
Well, it's just as well she didn't. A girl like Joss would attract a lot of attention around here. Not much of a town, is it? Looks as though it's been dead for years.
I wonder why the people stay here.
Probably because they live here.
You think we can trust the local bank?
Why?
I get a little nervous carrying around $11,000 in cash in my pocket.
Afraid somebody's gonna steal it?
I guess not. You're not thinking of buying that boat in cash, are you?
Now listen, Brad. I know this country and I know the people. And a check is something they just don't understand, believe me. Now look, we're gonna see the guy tonight. So until then, relax. It's siesta time.
I guess you're right. You know what, Harry?
What?
I'm a darn lucky guy. I got a beautiful girl like Joss, a good friend like you. The world's a pretty wonderful thing.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a bad dinner, was it?
No, it was fine. Let's go.
Finish your brandy.
Come on, Harry, let's get started. Where are you meeting this guy?
Down to the dogs.
What time?
About 9 o'clock.
It's 5 minutes to 9 now.
It's all right. He'll wait.
Why keep him waiting? What's the point?
You got the money on you?
Sure.
Good. We'll have another brandy.
Oh, come on, Harry. You can have another brandy after we're done.
¿Cuánto es, amigo?
What's the matter? You lost or something?
No. I guess this is as good a place as any.
For what?
Brad, there isn't any boat.
Huh?
There isn't any boat. There aren't any pearls. You've been conned, Brad. I had you figured for an easy mark when we first met. But then something happened that I hadn't counted on. We became friends. Look, I could have taken that 11,000 from you any time since we left Los Angeles. But I didn't. Because I like you. And because I could use a partner.
But the pearl.
I've used it several times. It was a very good investment.
My friends invested money in this. They believed in me.
What do you want me to do? Go into mourning? Or are you going to be smart? I've got seats booked from La Paz to Mazatlan. Stick with me and we'll treble that 11,000. The world's still full of suckers. And I think we're a good combination.
Harry, if you want this money, you're gonna have to kill me to get it.
Brad, I honestly don't want to hurt you.
Harry, I'm gonna take you apart bone by bone.
For 3 years, we all assumed that Brad Ryan and Harry Tubman had just disappeared with our money. I was more disappointed than sore because I'd always figured Brad Ryan for a thoroughly honest guy. However, they were written off as a couple of second-rate con men and forgotten. And that's how it stayed until a month ago when Jocelyn Henry invited me to her apartment for drinks. Thanks, Joss. It's been a long time.
3 years. Cheers.
Cheers. You know, you look marvelous. Well, Father Time's certainly been very generous with you.
Thanks, Simon. But the generosity is the courtesy of old Father Ormond.
Ormond?
Oh, my ex-husband. We divorced a month ago. Didn't you read about it?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. He got the divorce. I got the money. We're both satisfied.
Joss, you said you wanted to see me urgently.
Yes, I've heard from Brad.
Oh, when?
2 days ago. I got a letter.
Thanks. Dear Joss, this letter will come as a shock, but I had no heart to write when I could only make excuses which you wouldn't have believed. I found the pearls I came for, and I want to pay back every single person who trusted me. Please come to Santo Domingo to a bar called the Cantina de las Flores and ask for me. I won't let you down this time. Yours, Brad. Is this his handwriting?
Looks like he was drunk when he wrote it. Not that his writing was exactly what you might call neat. Simon, what should I do?
Well, Joss, I guess that's up to you.
I invested $500 in that little caper.
Does that really matter now?
No, not 500, but... Well, this place takes a lot of keeping up, and I'm moving in expensive circles. If Brad has found the pearls, there might be a pretty big payoff.
Is that your only reason for going?
No, not entirely. I was always tremendously attracted to Brad.
Joss.
I was. I married Ormond because I was lonely and broke, and because it became pretty obvious that I wasn't ever going to be much of an actress.
With Brad, it was different.
Yes, it was.
So this trip would be part business, part romance. Suppose Brad has other plans in the romance department.
Well, Brad was always tremendously attracted to me. If he has struck it rich, well, we might get together again. Start over and make some sort of life with each other.
I can feel the tears forming.
All right, so I'm hard. The man I was to marry walks out on me, leaving me with nothing, minus $500. What was I supposed to do, sit around and knit?
You could have gone with him.
For heaven's sake, don't lecture me. I'm asking you for help.
With such subtle charm.
Will you help me or not?
What do you expect me to do?
Well, this may be some sort of a trick, and I need somebody who knows pearls. Well, you invested $3,000. Aren't you interested in getting it back?
Not especially.
Well, I guess that's that.
Well, I might go along with you, though, for other reasons.
Such as?
Well, I've always believed in Brad Ryan as a thoroughly honest guy. I trusted him completely. I'd like to find out if I was wrong.
Then you'll come.
I'll pick up the tickets tomorrow.
I got them already. Who is it?
Mexican Pete.
Come in. I'm in the bath.
Want your back scrubbed?
Don't you dare. I'll be right out.
Take your time.
It's hot.
Oh, it's Mexico.
The way Tilkman described this place 3 years ago, I expected to find a couple of shacks and a mule.
Well, the tourist trade has hit even Santo Domingo. Why do you suppose Brad never got in touch with you before?
Well, maybe because I never wrote to him. I got a phone call the day they arrived.
Well, there's a vice consul in La Paz.
Oh, I tried that. He never heard of him.
How about the local police?
I wrote them. They took 3 weeks to answer and then told me they had no information.
You could have lodged a complaint for fraud.
Well, so could you.
I didn't need the money.
By that time, I didn't either. I'd met Ormond.
Do you think I could have another look at Brad's letter?
Sure.
I'll pick you up for dinner in an hour.
Where are you going?
The Cantina de las Flores.
Well, I'll come with you.
Like that?
I can be dressed in 10 minutes.
No, I think I'd better make a little exploratory trip alone.
Why? Is there something so repulsive about me?
Not that's visible.
Good afternoon, senor.
Good afternoon. Tequila, please.
Welcome to Santo Domingo, senor.
Gracias.
You are a tourist?
No, I'm looking for an American friend of mine, Brad Ryan. Did I say a dirty word?
Why do you want, Senor Ryan?
Is that any of your business?
Yes, senor, it is. You are American policia?
No, Brad Ryan's an old friend of mine. I've known him for many years.
Consuelo is in the kitchen. Get her.
Who's Consuelo?
Senor, I'll tell you something. Consuelo is a fine woman. Many people in Santo Domingo think of her as an angel. If anything should happen to make her sad, or if she was to be hurt in any way, you would be killed, senor.
Why should I want to hurt this woman? I've never met her.
I am Consuelo, senor.
How do you do? My name is Templar, Simon Templar.
Senor.
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Brad Ryan. Do you know him?
Yes, I know him. Please, sit.
Senor, you buy bracelet, genuine hand-wrought silver.
Now, Senora, what's this all about?
Senorita,
I beg your pardon. Senorita. Why all the mystery?
these people are my friends. And they are trying to protect Brad.
Protect him? Why? Is he in trouble?
No.
Do you know where he is?
Yes?
Will you take me to him?
Why you want to see him?
Because we're old friends and because he sent a letter.
Not to you, senor.
No, to the woman I'm down here with. They were engaged once.
You have the letter?
Satisfied?
See. We will go to him. Senor, this woman, she beautiful?
Yes.
Very beautiful?
Yes, I'd say she was very beautiful.
They were to be married?
They were engaged.
Senor, did Brad love her very much?
Yes, I guess he did.
Senor, I ask you one thing. Brad is a good man. Please, please, senor, do not hurt him. Senor, if you please, I go in alone first.
Chiquita, you're home early.
Someone has come and answered to letter.
Jocelyn?
No, A man named Templar.
Simon here?
He wait outside.
Well, bring him in.
Senor.
Brad. Simon.
It's good to see you.
It's wonderful. Yes, Simon, I'm blind.
I'm sorry.
And don't be, I'm used to it. There's a chair right behind you. Chiquita, have we anything to drink?
See, I get.
Braille cards. They come in quite handy. Simon, I guess everybody has me figured for pretty much of a heel.
Quite frankly, Brad, we didn't know what to think.
I can imagine. Now, how's Joss?
Oh, she's fine. She came to Mexico with me.
She's here?
Mm-hmm. She married, you know.
Oh? Who?
A man named Ormond. Oh, they're divorced now.
Poor Joss. Thanks, Chiquita. Cheers.
Happy days.
Simon, make a long story short, Tiltman was a crook. There's no oyster bed, no equipment, nothing. First night we got here, he beat me up and stole all the money. Every dime of it. You tell him, Consuelo.
See, I find him just outside. He was hurt very bad, and I take him in my house. I sent for a doctor. Together we cared for him. He was sick a long time. I could not turn him out because he was blind.
And you've looked after him ever since?
It has given me great happiness.
I didn't have a nickel in my name. I could only go a few steps by myself. I wanted to write, but I was ashamed. Besides, I felt nobody would believe me. I wanted to wait till I was better and go back and explain personally. By that time, I'd fallen in love.
Why did you send that letter to Joss?
I finally decided that I couldn't go on forever doing nothing and letting Consuelo keep me on what she earns as a waitress. I spoke to a doctor who said I might be able to get my sight back if I could get to a specialist.
It costs much money.
And how? Then one day I heard an old fisherman talking. Seems that Tiltman's story wasn't a complete myth. There were rumors of a huge oyster bed laying somewhere off the coast. Simon, I was obsessed with finding it. I felt that if I was ever going to be a man again, I had to pay back that $11,000 and have an operation on my eyes. It's retinal detachment.
It's operable?
Yes.
So we start.
A friend lets us use his boat.
Every day we go out.
You go pearl diving?
Consuelo does the diving. She swims like a fish. I row the boat. Simon? Simon, after months and months of searching, we found him. The jackpot. We've got about a dozen big ones. And that's why I wanted to get in touch with someone from the States who could sell them. Now that you're here, you can tell me what they're worth.
He is buyer of pearls. Brad, you did not tell me.
Consuelo, he's an old friend. We can trust him completely.
No, we cannot be sure.
Consuelo, please show them to him.
No.
Go and get them.
No, I have already sold them.
You what?
See, to a dealer I meet at the cantina.
You're lying.
No, I wanted to surprise you. He gave me $500.
$500?
For a start, more later. I have it here. Count them. It is all there. There will be more.
What is this? Why are you lying to me?
No, I am not lying.
You are. No. Simon, in a room on top of the wardrobe in a pottery jar, see if they're there.
No. It's true. I swear it. Senor, they are worthless. Cheap imitation, a few pesos. No more.
Did you find them?
Yes.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I'll have to have a look at them first.
Consuelo, why did you lie to me?
Brad, she was trying to protect you. She doesn't know me. Why should she trust me?
Where'd you get the $500?
It is my own money. I save it. I hid it because I did not want to spend all our money on search for pearls. I was afraid we would not find any. I thought if I could keep saving, that one day, whether we find pearls or no, I could take him for operation.
Consuelo, please forgive me.
Oh, it is nothing.
You see, Simon, she's always like this. So patient, so understanding. She's lovely, isn't she?
Yes, Brad, she is lovely.
And the pearls?
The most beautiful pearls I ever saw. I can find my own way from here, thanks.
Si, senor. You understand why I lied to him?
Yes.
When he began to grow discontented, we go out in boat and search for pearls. For a long time, this make him very happy. But when day after day we find nothing, he grows sad again. At last, we find some oysters, but no pearls. Senor, it hurt me so much to see the despair in his face. He tries so hard. All he wants is to repay his friends.
So you went out and bought some imitations, is that it?
Si, senor.
Brad figures on selling them. He wants money. Where had you planned on getting it?
I do not know.
Consuelo, it can't go on. You'll have to tell him the truth.
Senor, I cannot. I love him. If I tell him the truth, it will kill him.
All right, I'm sorry he's blind.
Broken-hearted.
Well, is it my fault that Tilton was a crook?
No, so you're going back to New York tomorrow.
Why?
Because I say so.
Drop dead.
Just, I made it as plain as I can. There just aren't any pearls.
I've been lured onto this pest hole with a pack of lies, and my $500 are down the drain. Is that it?
In a nutshell, yes. And if it's the $500 that's worrying you, why then, be my guest.
My, we're philanthropic all of a sudden.
Good night, Joss.
You haven't cooked up a deal with Brad, have you? He hasn't struck it rich and you're trying to buy me off.
Joss, you're wrong. In the first place, I wouldn't be bothered. And in the second place, you don't have anything worth selling. Why don't you calm down and go to bed? And if you can't sleep, try counting dollars.
Good night.
Good night, Carita.
Bud, this woman,
Joss?
you must see her.
I don't think I want to.
You wrote her.
I know. Simon has the pearls now, and he'll pay her what I owe her.
Let her come here.
No.
Why not? Are you ashamed of me, of my house?
Consuelo, that's not fair. I guess it's just a matter of male pride. I don't want her to see me like this.
I see you like this every day.
Consuelo, you don't understand.
I understand very well, querido amigo.
Who is it? Why didn't you think they'd learn English? Yes?
Senora, excuse, please. I would like to talk to you.
What about? I don't know you.
No, senora. But I would like to escort you to Senor Ryan.
Brad?
Si, senora.
Well, who are you, the maid or something?
Will you come, senora, please?
Wait right there. I'll be ready in half an hour.
senora.
This dump?
See? You go in alone, please. I wait outside.
All right.
Senora, one question. You know that he is blind.
Yes, I know.
Then why you dress so beautifully?
Well, it's a good question. It hadn't occurred to me.
Who is it? Bernardo, is it you? Carlos? Who is it?
It's me, Brad. Joss.
Joss.
It's not a very warm welcome.
How'd you get in here?
She brought me. What should I call her?
Call her Consuelo. That's her name.
She asked me to come. I can't imagine why.
Joss, I found the pearls and I'm gonna pay you back.
Sure you are. And every single person who trusted you. I know the line you wrote me, remember?
You sound as if you don't believe me.
Well, how perceptive of you.
What are you saying?
Look, Brad, I'm sorry you're blind. I really am. But why keep it a secret? Why couldn't you have told me in your letter?
I wanted to. I just couldn't.
Why not?
There are many reasons. And writing is difficult.
There are 5 letters in the word pearl. There are 5 in blind. What's the big problem?
Joss, please don't.
I'm beginning to see the picture. I was supposed to melt with compassion, wasn't I? I was supposed to throw my arms around you and say, poor dear baby Brad, you're blind and poor. Come back to New York and I'll support you.
That's a stinking thing to say.
Well, it's a stinking thing to do. But it just isn't in you, to be honest, is it?
Joss, I told you I found the pearls. They're valuable.
Sure. You're absolutely rolling in money. 6 out a mile.
Shut up.
You know, I even thought that you and I could start over. Isn't that hysterical?
Joss, I'm warning you. Get out of here quick.
Bradley, boy, I'm on my way. But before I go, let me tell you something. You're the biggest case of arrested development I've ever encountered. You'll be a Boy Scout at 60. You could have had everything. Success, position, money, me. But no. You wanted adventure. Well, you've got it. So live with it. Junior a few home truths. I think he wants his hand held.
I bring you coffee.
May I be struck dead if I'm not off Men for Life. Same old story. A lot of schoolboy dreams. I never heard of such monumental self-kidding in my life before.
What did you say to Brad?
Plenty.
Didn't you feel any pity at all?
How soon can I get out of this malaria swamp?
Not until tomorrow night.
Well, for heaven's sake, why didn't you tell me?
Because you didn't ask me.
Darn it, I've broken a nail.
Life's one big tragedy after the other.
Look, Simon, let's call a truce. We're stuck in this town for the next 36 hours. Let's be pleasant to each other, shall we?
Why not?
Was it so difficult to be pleasant to me?
Well, let's say it takes a little practice.
Oh, Simon, please.
Now, just don't get too close to me. I might touch you, and you're so brittle you'd break. I'm sorry if Joss upset him.
He is calm now.
How much will this eye operation cost?
He cannot go alone to Mexico City, so there are fares for 2. And the operation itself, I think maybe $1,000.
Will you accept it from me?
You are a good man, senor. But no. I save the money myself, each day, each dollar. I get more courage.
Courage? For what?
Oh, senor, I am no fool. I use mirrors. And Brad sees me with his own eyes, he will not love me anymore.
You're wrong.
It is nice for you to say, but not true. Always it is like this with me. As a young girl, I dream very often of love. But always it is only a dream. I wake up, nothing. Then one night, a miracle. Outside my house, I find Brad.
And you took him in?
See, I find him so good, so sweet, so grateful. Out of his gratefulness and my caring has come, I do not know what.
I do.
Senor, I have used what money I could spare to keep him from sadness, to keep alive his dream a little while. One day, when I am strong enough, I will make him whole. Then I let him go.
Consuelo, Brad's no fool. And he's not shallow either.
Oh, he will be grateful, always. He will not love me anymore. I know.
You know, retina detachments are very tricky. He's been blind for 3 years. The operation could fail.
He will see.
How can you be so sure?
I pray.
Favor, senor. You will buy a little present for Consuelo?
Carlos, no!
Oh, Carlos, see. How'd you like that?
Beautiful, senor.
It's yours.
Gracias.
All this I make myself. Anytime you want something special, you come to me, yes?
Yes, I remember that.
Gracias, senor. My card. Come to me anytime.
Adios.
Adios, senor. Adiosito, Consuelo.
Diosito, Carlos. Senor, one thing bothered me very much. The pearls you take away, you tell Brad they are valuable. They are worth maybe $10, no more. I think now I must tell him the truth. I think maybe I let him have his dream too long, huh?
Consuelo, I have a plan. Brad's had his dream for 3 years. Let him keep it another 24 hours.
You think I'd be wise to this lousy world? Not me. I'm too nice.
Now, don't you think you'd better take it easy?
Are you trying to boss me around?
Oh, I wouldn't dare.
That's good. You know, there's something awful sweet about you, Simon. You gotta look for it, but it's there. Oh, come on, let's eat. Come on, let's eat. You're trying to boss me around.
Sorry to wake you up, but the job has to be done tonight. And of course, I'll pay you well.
How well?
This well.
Do it.
You've got 5 hours.
I can't get the darn things fastened.
Oh, let me. Feeling shaky today?
Shaky, paralyzed. Why'd you let me drink so much last night?
I'll let you. There was no stopping you. You know, these are very pretty.
Pretty?
Are they real?
Well, I thought you knew pearls.
I'm not exactly an expert.
My husband was a bore, but he was generous. Turned short for $30,000. Oh, I look like King Farouk's grandmother.
Shall I call a bellboy for your bags?
Oh, yes, you call the desk, please, Simon. I couldn't lift the receiver.
Simon, I knew they were good, but $20,000 is incredible.
I told you they were the most beautiful pearls I'd ever seen.
It's like a dream come true. I can pay everybody back and still have $9,000 left over.
And have your operation.
Yes, I'll get those tickets for Mexico City tomorrow. Consuelo. Yes. Just think of it. In 2 weeks, maybe less, I'll be able to see.
Yes.
Querida, I want you to go out and get food and wine. We're going to have a farewell party for Simon, a real celebration. Isn't it wonderful? Aren't you happy?
Yes, it's wonderful. I'm very happy. Soon, we'll be able to see.
Consuelo, thank you. It was a wonderful party.
Senor, the money, where'd it come from?
I exchanged the pearls for it.
But they were worthless. I do not understand.
Consuelo, you'll just have to trust me.
Oh, I do trust you. Always.
You'll wire me about the operation.
Of course.
And don't worry. When he sees you, he'll still love you. I know it.
See, I think maybe I know it too. In my heart. Adiosito.
Bye, Consuelo. Buenos dias.
Ah, buenos dias, senor. Was my work satisfactory?
Oh, sure. I'd say it was very satisfactory.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
It was, too. Joss is still wearing the phony necklace, and people are still admiring it. Well, the beginning and the end of a love story. Brad and I married yesterday in Santo Domingo. Operation next week in Mexico City. Will advise. Much love, Consuelo. I think that when Brad sees Consuelo, if he sees her, he won't see merely the planes of light and shade that are caught with a camera. He'll see her with his caring. And that's all that really matters. It has something to do with beauty being in the eye of a beholder, or being able to see the kingdom of heaven in a mustard seed. What do you think?